To the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Well, we're seeing a new trend in NBA practices. Coaches are marking the court in different ways to help players visualize where they need to be. Take, for example, a 4-point line, rewarding players for stretching their shooting range. And a corner three, in some cases, is worth 4 points in practice. And that encourages players to take that high-value shot. There's a lot of coaches thinking outside the box by drawing new boxes on the court. Kevin?
A lot of talk about this, David. Some new ground certainly to look at. Thank you. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. And for Brooklyn, Durant and Prince make up the forwards. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. And it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint.
The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why: they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Now here's VanVleet. LeVert defending. Outside for Gasol. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
And here's Irving. Passes to KD. A 3-ball. Let's keep it alive. The kick out to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Allen. And finally they hit one.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Strategy is going to be a big part of the outcome tonight. We'll see which team dictates the style of play.
You talk about the defensive IQ, Smitty, for the Raptors. Where does that reveal itself?
For me, Kevin, their rotations. They are able to send help, double teams, and still recover and get out to shooters.
KD on the wing. Shoots a fader, and he makes that one.
When you have space like he did there, you never go with the fadeaway jumper. He has to attack the rim next time.
And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Raptors. 4-point game. Takes a three. The rebound by Prince. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Irving with the ball. Again, the Nets for 2.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Now here's Van Vliet. LeVert defending.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Now here is Irving. Uncovered. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Irving's got his second basket. Opening day, Steve, for some teams it's a fresh start, and for others it's the first step towards settling unfinished business, taking care of what they didn't do the previous season.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. I think those teams that came very close to maybe winning a championship or being there, those are the guys that are hungry. Those are the organization. They are chomping at the bit to start the season.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Siakam. That one's off, still out of sync. Nets leading by 8. Outside Irving. Durant in the corner. Prince against Siakam. And Lowry has it in the corner. And again, no good by Toronto. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Fast break Toronto. Here's Van Vliet. Good D by Irving.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And KD the bucket on the assist by Irving. KD's got 5.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Lowry finds Gasol. Outside for Lowry. 13 feet away. And he gets the bucket.
Forget the analytics. This is one of Lowry's favorite areas to operate from.
Irving passes to Allen. Nets passing it around. Here's LeVert. Prince trying to free himself up. And it's LeVert missing.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Siakam can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. KD drives in. And he banks in the layup. KD's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Now here's Gasol. Here's Siakam. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Irving. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And pulled out all the stops to fight his way inside, but the D just was not giving in.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the night. That free throw, no good. The Raptors making a switch here. He hits the second from the line. Here's Irving. Step back shot. He can't get it to go. And so it's Brooklyn going into the break with a 10-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We've got more in store for you right after this. Marc Gasol so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot of Spanish-speaking fans excited about his success.
see more fans on the stands that speak Spanish, even they're from Spain or Argentina, Mexico, whatever they're from. They support the Spanish-speaking people, and they love the game also.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Toronto right now, Hollis Jefferson is out there with Johnson. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Ibaka, and it's Deibys at the 2. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you. Here's Powell, and it's blocked by Jordan.
DeAndre is simply one of the most electrifying shot blockers in the game. If you put up a shot around him, you better put it up high.
The shot by Powell, no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Harris passes to Dinwiddie. Rebound by the Raptors. And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie, second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
And the Nets miss again.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Johnson kicks to Powell. Over Irvin. Johnson, the pass to Ibaka. Good D by Jordan.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Steve, nothing finer than having a star on your team who also makes everyone else feel better, feel involved, right?
You're totally right, Kevin. I talked to a lot of these general managers and owners, and they talk about they're looking for the unselfish star. Not just the star, the unselfish star. And what they mean by that, on the court, off the court, the guy that understands it's about team versus him.
The first one falls.
You know, when you talk to Kyrie, smart guy, cerebral guy, thinks about the game at the highest level.
So he gets them both.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, Odion Kurucs comes in for Harris. And it's Crawford in for Dinwiddie. Raptors also changing it up. Siakam is checked in for Johnson. Fred VanVleet comes in for Davis. And it's Lowry in for Powell. Here's Lowry. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Lowry's got his second bucket of the night.
At just 6 feet tall, you're going to shoot a lot of contested jumpers. But Lowry's one of the best at getting the space he needs.
Now here's Durant. He's got 10. And finished off by KD.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Raptors trail by 9. Out outside Lowry. That one misses. The Nets go the other way with it.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Irving with a clean look. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Again, Toronto. Here's Irving. 8 points for him. Pass to Durant. Here's Caruch. Outside Jordan. 6 to shoot. Here's Irving. Another shot. And Jordan with the layup. Jordan's got his first points of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Irving against Lowry. And that one is good.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Brooklyn leading by 7. Now here's Durant. He's got 12. Toronto grabs the miss. Now Lowry, and so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, they got themselves going in the second quarter. How do you get control of the game back?
It starts with not getting the ball out of the net. You know, we got to get stops, and it starts in that end. That's where it's really going to start for us. And we just got to continue to compete. That's all.
Kyrie, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a nice 7-point lead. And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Once again, Kevin Durant is so consistent in his approach. Very seldom does he have an off night. And then once in a while, you have a night like this, he's unstoppable.
Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Raptors.
Poor efficiency on offense. That's what jumps out at me. You aren't going to win many games shooting under 35%. Bad shot selection, too much one-on-one play, not finishing with authority. Now, these are correctable errors. They could choose to come out in the second half and completely flip that script.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
We've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 7. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Durant and Prince make up the forwards. And it's Allen in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
2 seasons at Indiana for OG Anunoby and the 23rd pick of the 2017 draft. Great talk about his game.
You know, NBA ready physically from day one. You know, still working for consistency with his shooting, especially at the free throw line. But I like his potential as a two-way player.
And here is Irving, following Kyle Lowry's 3. Now here's Durant. He's tightly guarded. That one good for 2.
Well, as good as Durant is on the perimeter, this is where he hits for an absolutely insane percentage.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Durant. He's got 14. Rebounded by the Nets. Prince has got his 5th rebound in this one. Nets leading by 6. 90 seconds now into the second half. LeVert finds Irving. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Wow, one of the craftiest ball handlers in the league. Kyrie on a tear.
Raptors trail by 8. Lowry feeling it out a bit. From deep, Gasol. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Durant, here we go. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in. KD's got 16 points.
Fantastic timing. Durant able to beat everyone to the ball, then goes right back up.
Van Vliet passes to Gasol. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Jared Allen.
Over a decade in Memphis for Marc Gasol, even played his high school basketball there. Now a new phase.
Harris is checked in for the Nets. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Toronto, Johnson, he's checked in for Siakam. Davis comes in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Powell in for Kyle Lowry. Gasol, no good on the free throw. And when you spend as much time in one city as Marc Gasol and mean as much as he did to the Grizzlies franchise in that city of Memphis, you know what, Smitty? It's got to be tough to move on.
I'm sure, Kevin, for both sides. Regardless of what he accomplished moving forward, his jersey is getting retired in Memphis. No question about it.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Steve, we're seeing more and more teams turn to high motion offense with a lot of passing, a lot of movement. What makes those systems, do you think, successful in today's game?
I think when you're in constant movement, especially with the rules where you can't grab and clutch and touch, it makes it hard for the defenders to keep guys in front of them. And it's hard to switch defensively when you have a team always in motion.
And Toronto has possession following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. To the paint, here's Powell. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Powell's got 5 now.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Harris outside. 1:46 left in the third. Here's Dinwiddie. Takes it off the glass. Dinwiddie's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. In fourth, the Raptors.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Marc Gasol. Took him no time at all on that one. He has 6.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Second shot opportunity, and the layup good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his first points in this one.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
LeVert, that one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Deibys with the ball for the Raptors. They trail by 16. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. LeVert up top. He's guarded by Davis. Levert against Deibys with the second effort. Here's Allen. Missed it, even after all those chances. Pass to Johnson. He kicks it to Powell. Puts up a three. Drops in the tray. Powell's got his third basket of the night.
Over the taller defender, this is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
And let's give him some credit. He read the situation well. He created some space, and he delivered.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets, 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Back to the action after this word. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the three. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Siakam.
This speaks to Siakam's all-around game. You're going to give me the mid-range jumper, I'll take it.
Now here's Crawford. Defense is right there, and the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Kevin Durant's checked in for Karis LeVert, and Irving subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. There's Crawford with the three, and the foul called on Jared Allen. That's his third foul of the game. Raptors trail by 11. Fires from deep. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Irving looking for an opening. And count it from 19 feet away.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Irving against Lowry. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Left side Durant. Greg, you get so caught up in how great Durant is at scoring that you forget sometimes about his other terrific offensive skills.
You know, KD doesn't really get a lot of recognition for his passing, but he has fantastic vision. I mean, arguably, he might be the most underrated superstar ever. Sees so many double teams and does a great job of getting the ball out to open teammates.
That's good from Durant.
You know, he was the college player of the year, the first freshman to ever do it. We all knew Kevin Durant would be special.
Marc Gasol's checked in for Toronto. Durant hits them both. And Steve, it is so rare to see someone as agile at the rim as KD.
You're so right, Kevin. And now he can take contact, adjust in midair, and still convert with ease. Also can slam it down if he gets a step. His great field goal percentage over the years is because he's an elite finisher at the rim and mid-range.
And they pick up 2. And the Nets lead by 12.
Love watching Crawford shoot the ball. The confidence he has in himself is what drives him.
Vliet looking around. He feeds it to Gasol. Then Gasol with the dunk.
Oh, I love to see that kickback pass.
Unselfish play. Could have easily laid that one up.
Outside, KD. It's stolen and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Nets leading by 10. Outside, KD. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Count that one from Van Vliet.
Oh, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense.
Irving against Lowry. From about 19 feet, Siakam pulls it in. Raptors trail by 7. Here's Anunoby. And it's KD with the rebound. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. The three gets the three-pointer to fall. KD's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Former NBA scoring champion KD likes the looks he's seeing tonight, applying constant pressure on the offensive end.
Siakam, and stolen by Jordan. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Jordan. And it's a 12-point Nets lead. Toronto's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. KD against Siakam. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Kevin Durant.
And I'll tell you, Siakam is like a spider in terms of his balance, his reach. He can overwhelm you.
Brooklyn making some changes. Prince is checked in for Jordan. Karis LeVert comes in for Jamal Crawford. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Throw good, Siakam.
You have to give Pascal Siakam a lot of credit. He's continued to improve the shooting percentage both from the field and the line.
It's deflected. Stolen by Van Vliet. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
You know what? We see this time and time again. Turnovers lead to a break and then points at the other end.
Outside Durant unloads from 9. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
Durant up top. Shot clock at 5. And good. He nails it. And the Nets lead by 8.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
So it's Brooklyn with the win. Even early on in the this one. It seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
You know, I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. You know, just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie.